Hi, welcome to my channel, Not Your Average Karen. I'm Karen, not your average Karen. I'm 56 years old. I'm on a mission to lose weight, build muscle, and get healthier than ever. I'm documenting everything here so you can follow my journey, the good, the bad, and well, everything in between. I'm currently 153 pounds. I'm 5'4", and according to my scale, I'm about 32% body fat. I started at 40.6% body fat with a BMI of 31.7. My starting weight on March 23rd, which was the beginning of my GLP-1 journey, I was 185.7 pounds. I'm also in perimenopause, at least I think I am. I never really received any help from my doctors. They all give me the same answer every time I ask a question about menopause or my weight gain, and every one of them said, everybody's different. So, like many women my age, I've struggled with my weight for years between hormones, changes in our bodies, just life in general. It hasn't been easy, but I've decided that this time is going to be different because I'm focusing not only on losing fat, but also on keeping and building muscle. I'm about 25 to 30 pounds away from my goal weight with the help of compounded tirzepatide. I have never increased my weekly dosage any higher than 3.0 milligrams. I want you all to know that deciding to start this channel was hard for me because, well, the only people that really know about my GLP-1 journey is my husband, our son, and my sister. Actually, one of my sisters. I have identical twin sisters, and only one of them know. I haven't told anyone else, including close friends and relatives. I even excluded my parents. We actually recently went to see them. They live in another state last week. And my dad turned 84. My mom is 74. They're doing well. Now, the reason I mention this is because they never even mention anything about my weight loss or how different I look. What the hell, right? Anyway, my sister later mentioned to me that our mother had made a comment about, oh, what diet is she on now? That's a whole other story. Anyway, my decision to even begin this journey started when my nail technician, yes, the lady that does my nails, she mentioned that her mom started Zepbound and lost over 60 pounds. I was intrigued. I then went home immediately, and that's when I started my research online. YouTube, Reddit, you name it. Anywhere I could find any information on the Zepbound. I'm a researcher by nature, so I wanted all the facts and information ahead of time to make an informed decision that was best for me. I wasn't a fat kid by any means. I was actually a tomboy. I was very active. However, when I hit my mid-40s, the weight started creeping up more and more. And obviously, when I turned 50 and hit perimenopause, my heaviest weight was at 203 pounds, maybe even a little more. As you know, we don't tend to weigh ourselves very often when we're that overweight. So what I can do in a later video is show you some pictures. They pretty much say more than words, so I can definitely post that in my next video. So after about 2 weeks of researching, I decided I wanted to try this. First, to become healthy, and secondly, I want to live a long life. I don't want to be frail. I don't want to be weak. I also want to become a role model for my 17-year-old son. He's also struggling with his weight, and I can also see the same patterns, the bad eating habits that I had when I gained all my weight. And if you're wondering, well, what about diets? What about exercising? What about calorie deficit? Yeah, I tried all those. I tried all of them and some. I even went on South Beach diet right before my wedding, which was last year, and I ended up losing 15 pounds, but gained it all back. And then some. I tried low carb, Nutrisystem, you name it. Typically, as you know, yo-yo dieting is not good and it doesn't work. Don't get me wrong. I was still a confident woman, even at my highest weight. But I knew I had to do something about my health. And even though I didn't have any other issues such as diabetes, etc., I was even going boxing twice a week and it still didn't help. The weight still didn't come off. I decided I needed to find a way I was able to afford this medication and researched compounded tirzepatide in some compounding pharmacies as well. I became a self-proclaimed GLP-1 expert. This is my chance, I thought. I want to be strong. I want to feel great in my skin and inspire other women my age that this is possible. It can be done at any age. I ordered my first month from a telehealth company, and of course my insurance, I found out, did not cover GLP-1 medications. Big surprise. So this is completely out of pocket for me. I was so afraid about taking my first shot. I waited a week before my first injection. I usually take my shots on Sunday mornings right before church. Flashback to that day. March 23rd of this year, my current weight was 185.7 pounds. I remember it like it was yesterday. The first hour after my shot, I felt tired, sluggish, very cold. And 2 days after the shot, I ended up with headaches 2 days in a row. And then it just subsided after that. But I do remember about an hour and a half after the shot, there was no more food noise. It has gone away. This is great. At the end of that week, I had lost 3.3 pounds. This actually worked. The second week was much easier as I wasn't afraid of giving myself the shot anymore, and I could see the progress, obviously, on the scale. After watching and researching different channels on YouTube, I decided that I would start strength training with weights as soon as possible. I also decided I would cancel my boxing classes just to save some money so I can put it into my GLP-1 medication. After week 2, I had lost a total of 5 pounds. This has never happened before. This was awesome. I couldn't believe that this was working. My appetite was non-existent, so I did have to force myself to eat. I knew that I had to eat something or else my metabolism would slow down, get even slower. And I didn't want that to happen. So I made a conscious effort of eating 3 meals a day, and I did prioritize protein. I knew that was important, especially doing all the research on these type of drugs. I did keep track of my meals and macros as well. And I realized that whenever I ate protein and prioritized protein, I became more satiated. And it does help you build muscle as well. So one of my biggest reasons for doing this is health, of course. And at 56, I want to take care of myself so I can have energy, strength, and independence for years to come. Another reason, accountability. By sharing my journey here with you, I know I'll push myself harder and stay consistent because you're all watching. I hope. And maybe most importantly, I want to inspire someone out there who feels stuck and just doesn't think there's anything that would help. If you're a woman over 50 struggling with weight, low energy, or feeling like it's just too late, I want to be proof that it's not. We can still make big changes here, especially with these GLP-1s. It's never too late to feel amazing in your body. Please stay tuned as I will be posting weekly updates, what I eat in a day, perhaps progress check-ins, and tips that help me along the way and still do. If you're on a journey too, subscribe, like, and comment, and let's take this journey together. So if you're interested in following an unfiltered weight loss journey, especially if you're a woman over 50 like myself, I'd love you to join my journey. Hit subscribe, leave a comment to introduce yourself, and let's keep each other motivated. I can't wait to see where I'll be in a month, 6 months, or even a year from now. Thanks for watching. Let's do this together. I appreciate your time.